Hello there, and welcome to the Pooh Finger Podcast with me, Wayne Cooper, Mr. Lee Neal.
Hello!
And over in the corner, his scariest ghost story is that he voted Tory. It's Kemp.
Hello, and did I fuck?
If you sat on the throne, you gotta go fast. Keep it along with the Pooh Finger Podcast. We talk a lot of shit, why don't you listen and see? Now you're fingering with Kemp with me. If you're on the job and you don't want to last, just think of the guys at the Pooh Finger Podcast. So play along at home, and if you like what we do, like and subscribe and follow the Pooh. Like and subscribe with the finger right up your bum.
This week we're talking ghost stories. Ooh. We're gonna give each other the heebie-jeebies with some scary ghost stories.
We're gonna pull the blankets up, get out the torches.
Get our willies out.
Yep. And talk about ghosts.
Yeah.
And spooky
So,
shit.
I'm gonna front load this episode by saying, guys, I'm a massive pussy when it comes to ghost stories.
Oh, same.
I don't believe in
no.
ghosts, but the thought of them terrifies me. Like,
Yeah, because if I remember correctly, all other stuff like, werewolves, zombies or whatever, you don't really give a toss
don't
about
give a
that.
fuck. I
But
can watch
ghosts
anything.
are best. Is it
Ghosts.
Is there a specific thing? Is it because they're technically
Well, no,
invincible?
specifically, little girl ghosts creep me out the most,
Brilliant.
especially in movies. And
Not a fan of The Shining.
The Shining didn't bother me.
Oh, because those two are very creepy.
They were creepy. They were the creepiest part of it, but also at the same time, because it was such a very 70s, it's quite a dated film to watch nowadays, and I watched it quite later in life. I was like, they're not that creepy, because I knew they were coming as well, because it's such a cult thing.
Yeah.
Like, everyone knows of the twins. So they weren't so bad. But in general, like, if perfect example, it's not really, it's kind of a little girl, The Others. Have you seen that film with Nicole Kidman?
When it come out, I can't remember it now.
Dog shit film, but one particular scene that makes me poo my pants, which will probably come up later. I'm starting to digress already, just purely because I'm nervous about tonight's episode.
Yeah, I'm a bit twitchy as well. I'm a big wimp.
So, Kemp's the only hard nut in the room for once.
Well, I am hard, but
It's got hard nuts.
Yeah.
Calcified. So, without further ado, let's stick our fingers in our poo. The greatest of all time is what we're gonna choose. Which one is the best and which ones are just poo? The greatest ghost stories of all time. The Gagasuit.
Gestote.
You're supposed to say Gesundheit.
Gigastotes, even.
Gagasote.
Stote. Like the animal.
Where's the tea coming from, Camp?
You can just pinch it from stories. You can do that in a pinch.
I don't think you know how abbreviations work, my friend.
You can't do that.
You can't steal more than the first letter of the word.
Okay, well, so when you see a road sign, it says whatever, street, and it says ST.
Yeah, that's a different kind of abbreviation. We're talking acronyms.
Okay. Fair enough, then.
Fucking guy. Anyway, so what we're talking about is the scary, scary ghost stories.
Ooh.
Has everybody got one?
I do.
I've
Yes.
got one, and for the listener, I've just had to Google it before we started the segment, and I've already done a little poo in my pants, just typing the words, but I'm ready to go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Scary movie.
That was quite good.
Yeah, I really like
Yeah,
Scary
but it's a
Movie.
spoof.
Ah, hang on, no, like Scary Movie like 3 or something like that, where it's
Scary
getting a bit
Movie.
fucking
Oh,
annoying.
yeah, but Scary Movie 3's got Charlie Sheen and Leslie Nielsen in it.
Yeah, it does.
Oh, I thought that was 4 with Evan. Okay,
Nah.
so 4 then.
Okay, 4. Yeah, Scary Movie 4.
I think it's still got Charlie Sheen in it.
Ah,
But still.
1.
Hey! I get to get mine. Although I get mine over and done with, but I think you guys might come up with scarier ones. And it might.
Mine's not scary. That's a little spoiler.
Riddled with anxiety right now. So, my greatest ghost story ever told is a real life, air quotes, real life ghost story. And I first saw it on television because there's video footage of this thing that went on.
Ooh.
And it's the Enfield Poltergeist. Have you guys ever heard this story?
No.
They have, but the name's not ringing a bell.
They have made a movie about it. I've not watched it for obvious reasons, because it's fucking terrifying.
Yeah. I've seen it in the list of like famous hauntings.
Yeah,
and shit,
so this is... it was a claim of supernatural activity at 284 Green Street, a council house in Brimsdown, Enfield, London, England. Lots of commas. Between 1977 and 1979.
Ooh.
So the year of our Lord Star Wars. And also R.I.P. the death of Elvis. The alleged poltergeist activity centred on sisters Janet, aged 11, and Margaret Hodgson, aged 13. Guys, I don't want to read much more of this, because I'm not going to be able to sleep tonight, but I will for the listeners. I'm going to fucking force myself.
Soldier on.
So I'm going off Wikipedia, just so that everybody knows, just to be crystal clear, transparent. People think it's a hoax, that it was staged, but the things that I remember, but essentially what happened was, one of the young girls, it was dramatised in the 2016 horror film The Conjuring 2, so they based that
Oh, I haven't
off
seen the second
Enfield.
one.
Electric Boogaloo.
So here is the house that it happened in. Very much a standard council house, much like the one you grew up in, Kemp.
Yep.
Not saying that as a knock, I'm just saying style-wise.
Yeah, absolutely.
Something we'd see on Drumcliff.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, single mother Peggy Hodgson in 1977 called the police at her rented home, saying she had witnessed furniture moving and that 2 of her 4 children had heard knocking sounds in the walls.
Ooh.
Right, and I remember this because they've got footage of interviews. There's it's a really famous documentary of people from the 70s of them going in the house and seeing stuff happening, and obviously it can all be very easily faked back then as well. It's very easy to get away with a hoax like this. But yeah, then there was later claims included disembodied voices, loud noises, toys being thrown around the room, chairs they come downstairs and the chair will be upside down. And this is the freaky bit, the children levitating, right?
Three.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that's just sent a chill.
Yeah.
It's all fucking come back.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
These children were Janet, 11, and Margaret, 13. These were the focus of the poltergeist, right?
Right.
So over a period of 18 months, more than 30 people, including the Hodgson's neighbours, paranormal investigators and journalists, said they variously saw heavy furniture moving of its own accord. 30 people. Obviously it could all be on it. I'm still sceptical, but still. Objects being thrown across the room, and the sisters seeming to levitate several feet off the ground. Many also heard and recorded knocking noises in a gruff voice. The story was regularly covered in the Daily Mirror newspaper until reports came to an end in 1979. Yeah, so there was the very famous thing, the image that I remember is someone recording, because supposedly one of the girls had been possessed by this poltergeist, was in her bed, and she started levitating with the bed. And then levitating above the bed, and furniture was moving, and she was speaking in tongues, and slammed the door shut. With I think it was the mum in there, and one of the investigators or something. The door slammed shut, and they couldn't get it open. and she was like levitating and speaking in tongues. There's someone outside the house. This could be like a Mandela effect, and I'm misremembering. But I specifically remember someone standing outside the house, like by the gate, filming the bedroom window, because they came running out because they were in the house when then the door slammed. So they ran out to try and film through the window, and you can just see the girl's head, like levitating, like near the ceiling with the hair hanging down.
Yeah.
And she's just like levitating, just floating there. And then all of a sudden, like drops out of sight. And it's fucking terrifying.
It's so scary.
And like they're in there for like 20 minutes or something, and like it's all kicking off, and then it just stops. And the girl's just like, "Mummy, what happened? Mummy." And dude, it's fucking, it's terrifying. It's so terrifying.
Yeah.
But it, like, everyone thinks it was a hoax and it was all staged and everything, which it could very well be. But also, you know, if it was to be true, man, I don't want any part of that shit.
I guess because a lot of it is like it's unexplainable.
Yeah.
Like, so you kind of think, well, it's got to be a hoax because, like,
well, there are ways to explain it. It could all be set up. Those 30 people could all be in on it, like all paid.
But that's
like,
a massive operation, then, isn't it?
Yeah, that's it. Keeping tongues from wagging and stuff, and the throwing objects around could all be quite easily done, like we see it done in UK Most Haunted or whatever, like with Yvette Fielding. Is it Yvette Fielding?
Yeah,
that does
Derek
it?
Akora.
Yeah, well, fucking ball bag. Yeah. So it's easily done and easily faked, and especially in the late 70s, where like camera technology and stuff isn't what it is today, and so if someone is innocent and filming everything, they could very well be fucking terrified and and think it's all real, easily convinced.
Yeah.
But yeah, if it was real, it's fucking horrifying. Even if it's fake, it's horrifying because it's so scary.
I find it weird whether it just stopped.
Yeah. Just either that. I've not read the end of the story because I can't possibly compress it all. I've already almost ran over. But yeah, I'm sure further down the Wikipedia page we'll find out what came of it. But I'm going to leave it on that little cliffhanger and let everyone do their own research if they so desire.
Wonder if the Vatican sent a guy out.
Yeah, probably.
They do. They have an exorcism team, don't they, in the Vatican?
It's like the SWAT team.
It's like Dynamite.
Yeah, Rent-A-Kill.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's my pick, the Enfield Haunting.
Okay, good shout.
Let's give it a 1, 2, 3, 4.
I didn't see the first two numbers.
Well, then you'll find out when you roll, won't you? It'll be more of a surprise.
4.
Mr. Neil.
It's me. So the pick I've gone for, I say it's not a scary one. It's more of a cool one. Because I was a wimp and I didn't want to tell the scary one.
Fair enough.
So mine is a myth among sailors.
Ooh.
Particularly from the 17th century upwards.
Is it the sirens?
It is not.
Sirens are cool.
It is
mermaids.
The Flying Dutchman.
Yeah.
Ooh, hey, a pirate's life from me.
Yeah.
These kind of ghosts aren't that scary to me because they're old sailor tales.
Yeah.
So yeah, I appreciate the fun one being thrown in, just in case Kemp's got a really freaky one.
Yeah, a little fun one. I say I've got some horrible ones, but I don't want to tell them because I don't want to be super scared. So I've gone for the Flying Dutchman. Obviously, the most kind of well-known iteration of the Flying Dutchman is from Pirates of the Caribbean.
Indeed.
And it's great. Great adaptation.
It's really cool.
I think in the myth it's not Davy Jones that's the captain. According to the Wikipedia, the captain was someone called William van der Decken.
Oh,
He was
Van der Decken.
He was a
Good
Dutchman.
Oh, hello.
Yeah.
Van der Decken.
Yeah, so kind of the myth is that it's a legendary ghost ship, allegedly never able to make port, but doomed to sail the sea forever. And it also takes sailors down to the depths to David Jones' locker, as we know from the movies.
Uh-huh.
Apparently seeing the Dutchman was an incredibly bad omen, and there isn't very many sightings.
That's good.
Well, it is, but also because it apparently it claimed a lot of ships.
Yeah, because I suppose you can't report it if you disappear at sea.
No, that's it. But there has been reported sightings. King George V allegedly saw it.
Wasn't he the Mad King?
That's George III,
Oh, was it?
Was the fifth the Party King?
I think.
Party King.
Horrible Histories is a wicked rap.
We've been watching Horrible Histories in the cabin.
They do such a good rap about whichever King George was the Party King.
Yeah.
It's fucking so good.
So I'm so glad we're not doing ghost stories before I went in the woods for the week.
So I was just reading about the sighting. I was going to read it, but it's all in like Old English, so it doesn't make it's very floaty words. But basically, they saw it on the horizon, and it looked like at first they saw like a bright red light in the dark.
Red.
Yeah, a big bright red light in the distance, and they were like, "Fuck, what's that?" And then it kept getting closer, and then as it got closer, it just basically turned into a giant ship.
Oh.
So they're like, right, let's get the fuck out of here.
Like a
So
big red orb comes flying at you.
Yeah.
But
Crazy.
because it's King George's ship, he had a really good one, and he was able to get away.
Nice.
Handbrake turn.
Yeah. Well, it dropped anchor to get the turn.
Yeah, handbrake.
Yeah, handbrake turn.
Boom.
Yeah, so that's one of the more famous sightings of it. There's a few more of sailors saying that they were on a ship that got claimed by it, but for whatever reason, it was left.
Oh, that'd be quite a cool story to have survivors of.
Yeah. It has kind of dwindled in kind of recent years. I think the last sighting was in like the 19th century.
Quite a way ago then.
Quite a way ago,
100
but
years ago.
it was around for a good 200-300 years. I think it's a
Crazy.
really interesting story. There is maybe a scientific explanation of what it could have been.
Hallucinating at sea, dehydration and shit.
Yeah, or how, when you're in
Scary.
an expanse of sea, it almost, because it just goes on and on, it almost flips like a mirror.
Right.
Yes.
So you're actually, when you're looking at the sea, it looks like it's the sky. But actually, it's just more sea.
Yeah.
Because it's just like reflecting. And if there's a ship in the distance, it will kind of be flipped upside down, so it will look like a ghost ship. Just from this optical illusion, because the sea is so expansive and the light's refracting off the water.
Cool.
But that's boring. Fucking the ghost ship sounds so much better, doesn't it?
Ghost ships are well cool, yeah.
I wonder how do they claim the ships though? Like,
Yeah, I don't know. It doesn't really
do
say.
Ghosts board them, or does the ghost ship just like
Absorb it.
absorb the whole thing,
So
drag it down?
there was a story from the 1800s, so one of the later ones, where basically it just went straight at them.
Yeah.
So it just to fucking just ram them out of the sea, put a big hole in your boat.
Snap it in half.
Yeah.
Sink them all.
Would it work on submarines?
The Sunken Dutchman.
Yeah.
That's a good name for a band
It is, isn't it? We'll pocket that one.
or a bar.
Yeah.
The Sunken Dutchman.
Yeah. Write that down.
No, it would be interesting if there was still modern day sightings.
So
I
I'd
wonder
like-
if the boat would change, because that would be a big tell, wouldn't it? Because obviously our boats now don't look like boats did in the 1700s.
No.
Yeah.
We've not got the big galleons anymore.
Yeah.
So if like, I
Maybe it
don't know.
doesn't work because all our boats are like steel and
Yeah.
fiberglass
and shit.
And as we all know, ghosts hate fiberglass.
But would
Yeah, man.
would the Flying Dutchman still be an old galleon?
Yeah.
Or is it an
Yeah.
updated
Yeah.
version?
Because I mean that would then say, well, it's not an optical. There, it's not an optical illusion, then, is it? Because it's
Yeah.
not mirroring a ship. Because you're not going to have a big galleon out at sea.
Yeah, it's not mirroring a
Yeah.
modern day ship. Yeah.
Ooh.
Oh.
But no, I think it's quite a fun one. I love how it's like depicted in movies as well. So like Pirates of the Caribbean did a really good job.
Yeah, that was really cool.
Turns up in SpongeBob as well.
Yeah.
It's always depicted green. That's
Yeah.
why when you said red, I was like, huh?
Yeah, it's quite interesting, isn't it? I guess that's just because like, well, ghosts are like translucent green, aren't they?
Yeah. As seen on screen, I suppose.
Yeah.
Like green or blue.
Like according to the National Ghost Office. That's a really cool one, that. I do like the idea of like ghost vehicles in a way.
Yeah.
And things like that. I like the slightly out of the box ones.
Wouldn't it be cool how, like, in Sea of Thieves, you have, like, the Megalodon and the Kraken and shit show up? You have, like, a Flying Dutchman fight. It descends
isn't
upon
there?
you.
Oh,
Is
you
there
do,
not?
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, you go on it, don't you? Like,
Yeah.
to respawn and shit.
There's that bit, but no, yeah.
That's the Flying Dutchman, isn't it?
It was part of the Pirates of the Caribbean expansion.
Yeah. But no, you
We
have
played
like
that, didn't we?
Yeah.
Yeah. We got like
I don't
halfway
remember.
through. And then
Oh, we only got halfway.
we got a bit freaked out when we had to do all the underwater stuff.
Oh, I hate underwater shit. Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
Everyone knows that. I'm a bit of a pussy, really. I don't like open water or ghosts.
I don't say that's a pussy thing. It's just you don't like a couple of things.
Yeah.
Everyone's got a couple of them, you know.
It's irrational fears.
Yeah, that'll do.
I think the ocean one's pretty rational, though. Like, that's
Yeah,
I'd say it's
deep
quite
water.
rational, yeah.
Is it,
We're not supposed to be in the water.
is it thalassophobia, I believe? Fear of deep water?
Maybe. I think it's called
Thalassophobia?
fucking smart. Because the water's scary, it's full of scary shit. Apparently, the Flying Dutchman did appear in the 1967 Spider-Man cartoon when Mysterio created it as an illusion.
Oh.
Let's check that out on the Disney Plus. But yeah, my pick, The Flying Dutchman.
Yeah. I
Cool.
was just about to say, I've not really watched any of the old cartoons on Disney Plus. I should really.
I've dipped into a couple older stuff.
I've not watched any of the 90s stuff. Want to. I've been meaning to start.
Yeah, it's a good watch.
Flying Dutchman! That means 1, 2, 3, 4.
3. Right then. Well, when we were setting this episode up and doing the background on it and stuff, we generally said just ghost-related stuff.
Well, we originally said real life ghost stories.
But then didn't we expand it a bit?
Mainly have talked. Yeah, we
Yeah.
did. But
Yeah.
I already had a real life one anyway.
Okay. Well, Muffy's got a ghost in it, so I'm taking that as it counts.
Okay.
My choice is the ITV TV series Randall and Hopkirk Deceased.
Reeves and Mortimer.
No.
Oh, the original.
Yeah, the original.
The Reeves and Mortimer one was way better.
With all due respect to him, I love him for work, but you can't really compare it to that because they did do it seriously, but at the same time, the original one was much better, and that's the one I'm sticking with. So yeah, the original
I know
series.
about this one.
I thought we were going to go for
Huh?
spooky stories that would scare us all. We're going to
It's gotta-
scare each other with these scary stories. I understand Mr. Neil's because he's got the same fear as me, but you, Mr. Cow, I thought you were going to fucking knock it out of the park and go with some exorcist shit.
If it lands on honourable
No?
if the wheel lands on honourable mentions, I'll do my scary one. How about that?
Okay.
Yeah.
It's a deal.
Well, I was like, when we set it up, we just expanded it to just general ghost stuff.
Honourable
Yeah.
mentions!
Anyway,
What's your honourable mention, Mr. I'm just kidding, Cat.
so the idea behind Randall and Hopkirk, it ran for 26 episodes, one series. That's how you do it, not 6 episodes in a fucking series.
Nah.
No, it is. It is.
Nah. I disagree.
It had a bunch of random guest stars on, like David Jason. It had Andrew Sachs in an episode, Timothy West, amongst other people. But the concept behind the thing was you had a couple of private detectives, which were Jeff Randall, played by Mike Pratt, and Marty Hopkirk, played by Kenneth Cope. In the very first episode, Marty Hopkirk gets killed. He gets shot, if I remember correctly. And then he comes back as a ghost. And he's in this all-white sort of suit,
Ghost
bright
detective.
white suit.
Do you know
Yeah.
this?
No, I've
Oh,
not heard
okay.
of this.
It's a classic.
Oh, yeah, but I was just getting to that bit, yeah. So he comes back, basically, as a ghost detective, and he helps out his partner, Jeff Randall. But at first, he thinks he's going a bit mad, because he's like, why are you here? Why can only I see you? It's one of them weird sort of moments, where you do just get one person's the only person who can see the ghost, and everyone else thinks we're nuts. Weirdly enough, that leads into episode 2.
Yeah, Hopkirk's just acting normal, isn't he? And
Yeah.
he's just like doing all detective shit with him.
Yeah. But going into episode 2, though, which is where it properly starts, like the actual series, it kind of tells you what type of series it's going to be, because... hang on, let me get this right. It's Marty's wife...
So
well, now we
Randall or
know.
Hopkirk? Because I
Okay,
don't
yeah,
know
fair.
otherwise.
Fair. Okay, well, Hopkirk,
Okay.
right?
He's the dead one.
Yeah. His wife, Gina, that's what he calls her, played by Annette Andre. She thinks that Randall is going mad because he keeps on jumping, because Marty just keeps on going boop and just appearing out of nowhere. And he keeps on jumping because he's the only one that can see him and hear him and stuff like that. So she sends him to go and get a mental health checkup at the doctor's. It turns out the doctor is actually hypnotising his patients and robbing them. Right? So you see where this is going already. It's going like fucking weird already. And somehow, don't ask me how, because even I can't remember. This was like 1969.
Oh yeah, you were a wee boy then, Cal.
No,
I see. It was a long time ago. I can see why you can't remember after.
no, I just had UK
50
gold.
years.
No, I just had UK gold. Hang on, what happens? So yeah, basically, Marty has to get Jeff to come to his senses and realise he's actually getting robbed. But he doesn't believe that because he's thinking he's mad anyway because he's seeing a ghost and he's saying it doesn't exist, and he doesn't know he's getting robbed by this guy because of hypnotism. So
Hypnotism.
yeah. So that's generally how the series goes throughout each episode. You get some episodes where like Randall ends up getting knocked out and is in some sort of perilous position like a house fire or something like that. And of course Marty's trying to help him, but he can't because he's a fucking ghost, so his hands are just going through stuff. He can do a little bit of like poltergeisty type stuff and like blow a stack of paper, let's say, but it uses up so much energy, he has to like fuck back off to his spirit realm or whatever, and
to the
power up or
off to
whatever.
purgatory.
Yeah, whatever, I think he's back to his grave and just chills there for a bit. I do vaguely remember
The
one
reason
episode.
Mortal one's so much better.
Nah, the original was
They
much better.
rebooted it in the 90s, didn't they?
No, it was 2000s.
2000s was it?
Yeah.
Ah.
So it sounds really interesting. Like, there's loads of promise there.
It had some episodes which used to make me pissed because I vaguely remember one episode where Randall was after a guy, being a private investigator. He was after a guy, but this criminal also had a ghost, right? Like it's some sort of evil ghost, an evil Hopkirk, you might say. Not exactly, obviously, but the concept. And they could see each other, but they couldn't see each other's ghosts. Like, Randall couldn't see it, it was like that. And that was dead weird. I haven't seen them have like a ghost fight or whatever, and it's... yeah, it was absolutely peculiar. It's a very strange series, but
It's fun.
it was good viewing for that sort of time of year. Time of the decade, I mean.
Back when I was 8.
No,
Kemp's actually 61 years old. Viewers.
no, but you know how you get a series like, I don't know, I'm talking about the British series, The Avengers, with John Steed
John
and...
Steed.
and I'm slipped my mind. Yeah, Emma Peel. Stuff like that. It's got that same sort of vibe that they do, basically. It's a British series. It's quite well made for the time, and I don't know, it was unique. I can't think of many more ghost detective scenarios. Movies not counting, like fucking Sixth Sense and shit like that. Spoiler alert. But it's a fucking 25-year-old film, people.
I think
Get
everyone
over it.
knows that.
Yeah.
I've not even watched the movie. And
No,
I know
neither
it.
have
I'm
I.
not.
Have you seen the scene of the girl under the bed? That's another one of those haunting things.
Yeah.
Oh, fucking! That meant the image is burnt into my brain forever. It's fucking horrifying.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's my choice. Randall and Hopkirk deceased. The original one, 1969 to 1970.
Good choices all round.
Interesting picks.
Hopefully, we're going to land on the only actual good ghost story. I'm joking. I really like the Flying Dutchman one.
Thanks.
1, 2, 3. Scary movie 5.
2.
Flying Dutchman.
Hey. The pirate's life for me. Awesome.
Well done. Yeah, good choice.
Well, what is your favourite greatest ghost story of all time? Play along at home.
Play along at home.
Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe.
Don't forget to play along at home.
New episodes every Friday. Thank you and good night.
See you next week.
Podcast.
I can't remember when I had a more pleasant day.
I've listened to that at least 93 times. Never gets old.
No, it's great.
I listen to the whole clip every time I put it into the episode. And I amplify it.
It is quizzy time. Who will be the best scorer? You don't need to wear pants in Kemp's corner.
Kemp's corner. He sits in the corner, thinking about ghosts. And
Hoping he doesn't smell toast.
Yeah.
yeah, that works.
Yeah, there you go. Hello, welcome to Kemp's Corner. And as
Thank you for having us, Kemp.
Yes, thank you. It's a
No.
cosy corner.
No worries.
Yeah, I hope it's not going to get scary.
Oh no, but do snuggle up under his blanket, under the single light bulb that's flickering.
Kemp's creepy corner. Spelled
Yeah.
with a K.
No, don't fucking start. So, would you believe I've got a quiz about ghosts,
That's good, isn't it?
and you two are hopefully going to play this quiz?
Yeah, I'd like to, please. Yeah,
let's do it.
Hey,
Um,
wicked. Have we got some buzzers?
yeah, man, we've
By
got some
chance?
buzzers. I've got
Okay.
one here.
Oh, okay.
And my one is.
Okay, I think someone. I think you got one recorded for you too.
Okay.
I know you're not in the game, but I've got a feeling because yours was placed next to you. I'm assuming there must be a recording.
Well, that makes sense. Maybe
Yeah.
a ghost left it. Who knows?
Yeah, could have been.
Yeah. Okay.
Scared me mum the other night. Put me willy up her. I mean, put the willies up her.
Okay. Fair enough. Well, luckily I don't need to press that ever again.
Does mine need to be a bit louder?
Yeah.
Yeah. 1 second. Ooh!
Okay.
Right.
Right then. So
Editing.
Ooh!
So, buzzers are working again. Can we give him one more try, Mr. Wayne? Ooh, Mr. Neil? Wicked. Right, it's multiple choice where applicable. Standard rules. Don't interrupt, basically. You fuckers. 1 point for each question, unless stated otherwise. So, let's begin. 10 questions in total. Question 1. As we all know, ghosts were invented by Atari to chase Pac-Man. Can you name all 4 ghosts? 1 point per ghost.
I can't name any.
Oh, that's good then.
So you got Inky, Blinky, Pinky, and Clyde.
4 points.
Oh,
Good start.
what a start.
What a start. Question 2. I clicked on this one because it had a funny name, but it turned into a really boring deep dive. So this is kind of a short one with no explanation. In what year was the haunting of Cock Lane? Was it 1689, 1735, 1762, or 1801?
1801.
Incorrect.
Okay.
2.
The second one,
Yeah.
or the one with 2 at the end.
No, the second one.
The
B.
second one, yep. 1735. Incorrect. The answer was 1762. See, it sounded like it had a little bit of potential about the Haunted Cock Lane, sounds a little bit amusing, but it actually turned into like some marathon fucking read about, I don't know, just a load of bullshit. It was pointless. Really fucked me off, that did. Question 3. The Amityville Horror was a 1977 book by Jay Anson, supposedly telling the story of the Lutz family and the paranormal experiences they experienced.
Ryan Reynolds.
Incorrect.
Okay.
These paranormal experiences have been doubted over the years, by the way. It also, to date, has inspired how many films? 8? 20? 21? Or 35?
Is these just like feature-length films, not like TV stuff?
Anything listed under films on Wikipedia?
Okay, I'm going with 8.
Incorrect.
Oh, that was one I was going to go with. So I'm going to have a punt at D.
35?
Yeah.
Correct.
Hey, I'm on the board. Do I get 7 points?
No, just one for now.
Okay.
There's still a chance for you to get them right.
35 points even.
No, unfortunately not.
Ah.
The first novel tune to feature Casper the Friendly Ghost was released in 1945. In it, Casper leaves home to go and make friends with some humans. On his journey, he scares off some animals accidentally. But what happens next? Does Casper give up and try to be a scary ghost but failed because he's too nice? Did he accidentally scare an OAP and give him a fatal heart attack? Or did he forget he's a ghost and try and commit suicide by laying on a train track?
You motherfucker!
The last one.
Correct. Yep, in it was a bit of a different times scenario. But yeah, Casper forgot he was a ghost and he lay down on a railway track to try and kill himself. And he
Fucking hell.
couldn't. And then he gets found, basically, by these two kids who sort of, like, take him home, and he ends up going to school with them and being almost like a normal boy, but a ghost. But he has, like, a little hat on and shit. It's like, how does that work? He's a ghost. Anyway.
Yeah, ghost hat.
Yeah. Question 5. Who was Slag Pile Annie? Was she a Cockney barmaid known for knocking out unruly patrons with one punch, who was murdered by an embarrassed patron and haunts a bar she worked at the Thames Iron Works? Was she an elderly woman who used to work at a steel mill in Pittsburgh and now haunts new workers? Or was it a horse that died in the 1983 Grand National and has been seen jumping the 17 pence where the horse died?
The horse one.
Incorrect.
Oh.
You motherfucker!
First one.
Cockney barmaid?
Yes.
Incorrect.
Oh.
The second one.
Correct, but you don't get a point for it because you already had the things.
I'm going to draw a
Right.
dick on your microphone.
Haha. Don't know where that came from, but alright.
I don't know. I think
Right.
I'm being possessed.
So, this is a 3-point question. Right?
I need this.
Well, it's a point per answer correct, basically. But
Oh.
a maximum of 3. Star Wars has ghosts, in a way. At the end of Return of the Jedi, what is the order of the ghosts? Oh, now.
From left to right or right to left?
That was going to be my next word,
From
but
left
you
to right,
interrupted.
Anakin, Obi-Wan, Yoda. From right to left, Yoda, Obi-Wan, Anakin.
Incorrect.
Oh, shit!
Mr. Neil gets to jump in. It's from left to right.
From left to right.
Yep.
Is it Anakin, Yoda, Obi-Wan?
Correct. Correct.
I had to cast my mind back there.
Fucking fluffed it.
Because I'm like, shit, was Anakin on the right?
Can't believe I fluffed the Star Wars question.
But now I got it right. Oh, that's good.
That was your
I
chance.
knew Anakin was on the left because of the remaster where they put Hayden Christensen in. But, oh man, I'm fucking ashamed of myself. I'm sorry I let down the fandom.
Unlucky. Question 7. Ghostbusters is probably the most well-known documentary about ghosts. But what other film about 4 guys capturing ghosts in New York was released a few years later?
You motherfucker!
Ghostbusters 2.
Correct, yes. Nice. I'm really pleased that worked. Right. Question 8. A few years ago, a silly person married a ghost. They split less than a year later because...
I remember this
Yeah.
one. I don't remember the answer though. But yeah, go for it.
She thought he was cheating. Sorry, for reference, the lady is the alive person in this scenario.
Right, I was just about to say.
Yeah. She thought he was cheating and had a row with her while... Sorry. Yeah, she thought he was cheating and had a row with her while watching Gogglebox. She came to her senses and started an OnlyFans instead. Or her dad, who is also a ghost, beat up her husband because he thought he was hitting her.
It's gotta be C. Please tell me it's C.
Incorrect. I had to admit, I wish it was C myself. That's brilliant.
Was it A?
It was. She thought he was cheating and as a ghost and had a row with her while watching Gogglebox. So she divorced him.
You're smashing my anus off.
Yeah, it was the Gogglebox bit that I was like, it can't be. But it might. It's too specific.
Well, we got question 9.
9!
Haha.
The German ghost there.
The German question.
Be possessed by Hitler.
Goebbels.
Oh.
He was my favourite.
Ooh. Jeez, my lord. Question 9. Regarding animal ghosts, the dog is the most common animal ghost, but what breed is the most common? Is it Bulldog, Labrador, or Mastiff?
Labrador.
Incorrect.
Oh.
Mastiff.
Correct.
Hey, well done.
I got
You're catching
another
up.
point, everybody.
But you didn't buzz in, so you can take the
Yes, I
point
did.
off. Yeah,
I don't know.
You didn't, but I'm okay. Keep one.
Gaslight me.
We can refer to tape later.
Yeah.
Right, now, question 10, which just...
I buzzed in.
Haha. Question 10, which, would you believe, is coincidentally a 10-point question.
Ooh.
Yeah.
That
Ooh.
I could win.
There seems to be a ghost in the machine here, and it's turned it into a 10-point question. So, are you ready?
No.
No.
Good. Question 10. What is the reason why you don't see caveman ghosts? Is it because they led relatively simple lives with no unfinished business? Ghosts only hang around for about 100 years? Or religion wasn't a thing yet, so there was no concept of a soul, therefore no ghosts? This is the most widely believed, let's say. Oh,
That was Mr. Neil.
was it? Okay, fair
Yeah.
enough then.
Is it C?
Religion wasn't a thing yet, so there was no concept of a soul, therefore no ghosts.
Yes.
Incorrect. Mr. Wayne.
They led relatively simple lives, therefore had no unfinished business.
Correct. Well done.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Whee.
I feel robbed.
I got another point on the poo finger shot board leaderboard.
You came back from the dead for a...
I'm
Spooky
gonna
victory.
light my victory doob. Cause I couldn't smoke cause I had my hands full.
of tears. Why are we losing?
Yep.
But yes. So well done.
Oh, I'm a bit bitter about that one. A little bit salty.
I'm sorry, Mr. Neil, but I'm very happy with the result there.
I
thought you were going with like a smart answer. You know, well,
That's why I took it in. Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, well, I'm glad you
To
enjoyed that.
be honest, I was going for C. I'm quite glad you went for it first.
It makes a lot of sense.
I was thinking I could wait for you to have a punt
Yeah.
and then hope that you're wrong.
That's a risk,
There's a
isn't
chance.
it? Yeah.
There's a 1 in 3 chance you're right.
Yeah.
Oh, that was a good one. I enjoyed that.
Yeah, it was a good quiz.
Sorry, Mr. Neil.
Thank you. But well done on surviving the spooky corner.
Thank
I
you
didn't
very
survive.
much.
Haunted corner. Unfortunately, you'll be consumed by ghosts.
Join us next time for a Q&A-ness.
Oh, exciting.
Mr. Neil's gonna host the quizzy.
And if you want to know the topic of next week's Q&A, stick around till the end.
Stick around to the end.
Play along at home.
Play along home.
Play like at home.
It's nearly time to go and our semen has been spent, but we have still got time for a wheel of content.
Hey, Kemp!
Hello.
Boom!
Ah.
Didn't see that coming, did you? Because I was just an apparition.
And because you threw them from behind at my head. Again.
Sorry, man.
So
I
I
just can't help myself. Go for it. You know what to do.
clink.
Let's head
Freak.
down into the basement. Oh.
At the light. This is spooky.
Oh no. Sorry, I'm just really nervous. Alright? As you can see in the corner, there's nothing. Do you know why? Because ghosts aren't real, dipshits.
Yeah, but if you say that, then what's that over there?
Oh. Let's get a step on the rag. Squelch.
Squelch.
Oh, that's getting grim. As you can see, the bombastic bagman and his giant poo finger penis of penetration is dripping its semen of selection all over the glorious glistening tiles that adorn the wheel. As you can see, it has been filled with many, many, many topics and of content. We're going to try and get through as much as we can in the little time we have.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Spin
we
that
start?
motherfucking wheel, Kemp. R/.
Oh, okay.
Not this one in a while.
/ ghosts.
So this is the portion, the portion of content where we just type in R/. I'm going to put ghost stories.
Ghost videos.
Ghost stories.
Ghost recon.
Oh, Michael's ghost hentai.
Oh no. So I've got
First one it suggests is Ghost of Tsushima.
Ooh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Happy with that.
Loved that game. So this one has 339,000 ghost enthusiasts. It's for the subreddit for those who have had real paranormal experiences. Feel free to share your own. A djinn fell in love with me. I'm guessing that's a type of ghost. The little boy. I
believe
don't
that's
think I'm going
supposed
to
to be
read
Jin,
that.
as in Genie, as in DJ.
Oh, yeah. Gee,
That's-
well, that's not a ghost, is it? I suppose
Well,
it's kind of
it's
a
an
ghost.
apparition, sort of thing.
Australian bush stories.
Ooh.
We like Australians.
Yes, we do.
They're all really long-winded. I can't be bothered to read them all.
Top of all time, the White Witch.
Oh, sleep paralysis.
No.
I hate the idea of that.
So I found r/ghosts, and I've clicked on top, and it's loads of really spooky fucking like camera footage.
Really?
Like, look at my hallway, and then like creepy shit goes on.
Is it just the same photos from the mushroom Reddit? Just empty hallways.
Yeah, but there's definitely shit moving. It's so it's so creepy. It's just all
I don't
videos.
like
I don't want to watch videos.
No. Even though they're most likely staged, I don't want to see them because I
Yeah.
don't want to have nightmares.
Nope.
Well, I've just had a look at ghost videos, and the first post is by Road Junkie 66 2 days ago, simply saying 60 scary videos that will make you doubt your sanity. Mega compilation volume 4. And it just has what looks like, I don't even know, some bloke crawling through a forest. That's it.
Sounds creepy.
Not
All
really.
I know is the conclusion that I have come to is that I don't want to go into ghost subreddits and have them suggested onto. Oh, they're going to be suggested in my feed now, aren't they?
Ha.
Yeah, probably.
Fuck. I'm just going to have to mute them as soon as I see one pop up. Weed them out the feed. Play the algorithm.
Oh, oddly terrifying. That's probably quite fun.
Oh, yeah, that one comes up from time to time.
Yeah. Spinnery?
Let's do it.
Give it its bib. Honourable mention.
Oh, fine.
Well, as you
Hey.
mentioned earlier, Mr. Neil, you have an honourable mention to mention.
Do I hate this one?
How many you got?
Well, I'll read this one in full, but I can name a couple of other stuff that's got good ghosts in it. But have you heard of the Black-Eyed Children?
No. Do I want to?
No, because this is a really recent one. So it looks like it started in around 1996, and people have reported that they'll get like a knock on the door really late at night. They answer it, and it's two children aged anywhere from either 6 or 16. So like
Okay.
anywhere between then, but they're like super pale, and
So
their
different
eyes
every time.
are jet black. Yeah, the age varies, but they're always described as like completely like pale white, jet black eyes. And they'll ask for like help, like they want to come in and use the phone.
Oh, like
or-
through the fisheye.
Yeah. I was sending shivers.
Oh, no, please don't go on.
Yeah.
Have you got another one?
So you see why I didn't want to read? Oh, honestly, like
I just
fucking,
had
my hair's
fucking
standing up
visions of
on my
it.
arms. Like
I can picture it.
Because there is like doorbell footage,
Yeah.
and obviously that could very well be CGI'd, and I really hope it is.
Just a kid in makeup.
Yeah. But sometimes they report that they've got like a jet black dog with them as well. And basically you just got to ignore them and don't let them in. But they get more frantic as like the night goes on for like a couple of hours. They'll just start like banging on your windows and screaming.
No, stop it.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, I can see windows behind you in darkness.
Yeah, I'm ignoring
I don't
them.
like the combination. Stop it.
Yeah. So that's why I don't want to read that one out, because
Take that tile off the board, Kemp. Yeah, dispose that tile immediately. We need to scrub it clean.
Yeah, it needs. Anyone is sage to light. We need to cleanse the room. Ugh, hate it. I really like Ghost, the movie with Patrick Swayze. This is, I think, it's a really great Ghost movie.
Is that all, like, from season 1, one of your favourite pieces for that reason? You and Kemp get seductive.
One that almost got us a strike on YouTube.
Yeah, that one.
Because I got a ban on TikTok as well.
Yeah.
It's a good movie. It's an interesting Ghost movie.
Yeah, I'll be honest, it's not the worst movie I've seen in my life. I'm not going to say it's in my top 10.
Yeah.
But it's an alright movie, yeah.
I think it's due a remake. I reckon they could do a really good remake of that now.
Yeah. Yeah.
Give that shit a spin. I don't want to talk about Ghosts anymore.
We've still got 22 minutes of it.
Give it a spin, Kemp. Give it a better spin. Oh,
what?
Kemp, man, come on. Give it a spin. Careful.
You should give it a spin.
Knock my shit, man.
Honourable
Honourable
mentions.
mentions. Shit. Have you got any more honourable mentions? I got one.
Go on.
Paranormal Activity.
Oh,
The first
yeah, that's
one.
another one. That fucking terrified me.
Ooh.
So I watched, because there's a few different endings to that movie.
Yes.
And I downloaded, I think it was the
I've
Cannes
just thought
Film
of it.
Festival one, where
Yeah.
the ending's, it's creepy but not bad. It ends where she kills, spoilers, she kills the guy. In this one, she just stands up at the end of the bed. And it time lapses, like it fast forwards like 6 hours, and she's just stood there like wobbling.
Yeah.
And then the police come in and she snaps back. She's like, "Oh god, what happened?" And they just fucking shoot her.
Yeah, because it's holding a knife. And
Yeah.
See, that
So
sounds way better than the ending I got. Because I
Yeah.
just remembered the ending I got.
that
It was
is better
fucking
because I'm
terrifying.
like, that was creepy, but it wasn't scary. And we took sister-in-law to watch it at the cinema, which was the theatrical ending, which I didn't know was a jump scare. I fucking hate jump scares.
Yeah.
They fuck me up. Thanks, old school internet.
Especially with the suspense that movie builds. Like, that had me fucking
So,
behind
honestly,
a cushion. the
I
whole
could not
time.
be in a dark room for about 2 months after watching that movie.
I hated every second of it. It was just creepy. Like, when he
Yeah.
puts his head up in the loft, I was like, don't look in the loft. What the fuck are you doing? Oh, man. And, like, yeah, the Ouija board shit and the footprints that are going up
Yeah.
to the bed. And
As a movie, made fantastically, because they had like 20 grand.
Yeah.
It was so low
really
budget.
well done. They're
And
the
it was
best
all
ones,
like,
though, aren't they?
and it was like shortcuts and like old practical effects and stuff.
Yeah. But it was done. Yeah, the ending I got was the jump scare where she
fucking horrible.
appears in the doorway.
Well, she throws him, didn't she?
Yeah, throws him and he's
After
like
dragging him down the
snaps his neck
stairs, which
and
I'm
shit.
like, oh, that was fucking horrible.
Yeah, and then she just fucking launches it.
Yeah.
No.
She launches
walk-
him, and then she like crawls, doesn't she? She like,
Yeah,
crawls
and,
towards
and then she stands up and she cuts her own throat
yeah.
and then dies, and then the police come in.
Yeah. Ugh,
Oh man,
fucking horrible.
all of my hairs are on end. I fucking hated that. But I think I've seen the jump scare one too, where she just like at the camera. Like the
Yeah.
crawl,
That's what I've seen.
never watched any of the others because that fucked me up. And we just had Halen, so it was like, fucking got a newborn baby. We watched that. Like, holy shit, I'm the Guardian.
yeah,
Like,
you've
this
got
is
the
horrible.
baby monitor.
Yeah.
Oh, I hate.
Actually, no,
I
he was
hated the baby
he was
monitor
like
phase.
2. And they did a sequel where the kid was like 2. They had a kid, and I was like, fuck that, not watching that.
Didn't watch any sequels.
Um,
Just the first one was enough to make me go, I don't know.
At the
That's not
time,
for me.
our flat, I swear, was haunted as well. Because Halen would come in and he'd be like, the man's in my room. We're like, what? And this is like 2 a.m. It's like, yeah, the man's in my room. Like, can you get him out? We'd have to go in and be like, okay, man, go away. And like, cuddle Halen so he goes back to sleep. As I'm like, fucking shitting bricks. And like, weird shit would happen. Stuff would move. You'd wake up and it feels like someone sat at the end of the bed. Like, you feel the weight at the end, but there's nothing there. Oh, I fucking hated the man.
Ooh.
Rosie would, before Daisy was born, so Rosie was just under 2, just shy of 2. Amy was pregnant, and one night she was in bed with us, and she was sat up talking to someone, and we went, Rosie, who are you talking to? And she was like, the old smiley man at the end of the bed. And we were like, what? Like, obviously it was like babbly stuff, but like that's essentially what she said. And we were like, okay. She was like, yeah, no, he's gone now. And we were like, okay, we'll go to sleep then. Terrifying, man.
All the lights are on now.
Yeah, that's it. Well, all the lights are always on anyway, but on the landing.
Yeah, that sort of stuff I don't like. But is it any different from that time I took all that MDMA and I started talking shit that wasn't there?
Yeah, because we know how that came about. That's explained.
We
This
went
is
on
unexplained.
MDMA.
Yeah. There was a time when Rosie was just in the front room on her own with the telly off, just standing like in front of the TV, just staring at it.
Oh, fucking creepy shit.
The scariest one.
Learning about my own reflections, maybe, or...
No, the scariest one was a story that my mum told me years ago. When she was a teenager, she babysat for this girl who was like 10 years old. And she'd gone to bed and been in bed for a few hours, and my mum was sat there watching the television. And the girl came into the front room and just walked straight up to the TV, turned around, just sat there staring at her and said, you need to get out right now. And my mum was like, I think you need to go to bed. And she was like, and then just stared at her.
Oh.
And my mum got up and like just kind of guided her back to her room and like put her into her bed, tucked her in, and she was still staring at her when my mum was walking out the room.
Oh, fuck that. No.
Yeah.
But one of my real life jump scares was one night.
One night.
One night.
One night in heaven.
So in my house, my childhood home, you go up the stairs to the landing. There's a bathroom straight at the top of the stairs. Then there's a landing, and then there's my two brothers' rooms with their bunk beds, my mum and dad's bedroom, and then I've got the box room at the end of the landing. Doors are always open, so that we can see when we know what's going on. So one night, I get up to go to the toilet. And so
That's your first mistake.
I can see the bathroom, and I start walking. I was really buzzing. I remember I was about 15, I was 15 or 16, and
You little criminal.
I was just walking along. As always, I check every doorway because I hate ghosts, right? And I always have to, even when I was little. And so I'd look into every doorway, see everyone sleeping.
Mm-hmm.
Look into my brother's doorway. Their bunk beds are at the back of the wall. Jamie's on the bottom, Phil's on the top. Little Philly Willy. So if I was about 16, so Philly Willy would have been 10. And I looked in, and he was lying on his back, just like with his head turned towards the door and looking at me. And I stopped. I was just looking at him, and then he just rose up, like bolt upright, just staring at me. And I was just like, I froze. I was like, okay. And I just carried on and went to the toilet. And when I came out, I just fucking jetted past it. I stood at the edge of the door frame, just okay, I'm just gonna fucking go, blinkers on. And I just fucking woof, just went straight to my room, fucking jumped in my bed, rolled over and just stared at the wall. I was like, nothing can hurt me if I stare at the wall.
That's hilarious. But it's quite feasible because obviously I know, well, we all know Philly Willy, sorry, but it could have just been being a bit of a dick.
No, he wasn't there.
It wasn't Phil.
Yeah, it wasn't Phil. He was unconscious, but looking at me and just sat upright.
That's amazing.
I didn't know if he was lying back down. For all I know, I could have started jetting past his door and he'd be stood there.
Yeah, I was going to say, that's what I hoped. That's what I really hoped. Yeah.
Even worse, get into my room and he's stood in my room
Oh.
in the dark.
You wouldn't be here now. You would have had a cardiac arrest. You would have died.
I just imagine you bomb into your room, you slam the door shut, you slam him back against it, and he's literally to the left where the door was.
In the darkness.
Just start screaming everywhere.
I would just poo everywhere. Just shit loads. Just instant squirts everywhere. Oh man.
Oh, it would be a U-shaped hole through a fucking concrete wall. Oh, my
Terrifying.
word. That's
Oh, I'm not
hilarious.
going to be able to sleep tonight. Fucking hell. Why did it...
I do have another real life spooky thing happen to me.
I've had
But
a
I'm
couple.
sure I've told it on the pod before. In season 1.
I've got one, but I think I might have told it.
Yours the one with the snow.
Yeah,
Yeah, you've told that.
Yeah.
fair enough.
Mine's the one with the footsteps up the stairs.
Yes, yeah, I've told that before.
Yeah. I've had that as well, though. It's
Yeah.
horrible, isn't it?
Yeah, I think that rings a bell.
Yeah.
Deja vu. Getting more supernatural and shit.
But yeah, fucking... One ironic thing about the man that used to live in my flat, the ghost of the man, I'm sure he stole my Ghostbusters collection.
Your entire collection?
So, no, I had the 2-disc box set.
Oh, right.
I'd watch it all the time because it's like one of my favourite series. And I got it out one day to watch it, and both of the discs were missing. So Ghostbusters 1 and 2 were gone. And I'm sure the man took them. Like, they never turned up ever again. Like, yeah, weird. Really odd. So I just had the box.
I had
no
that
discs.
happen to me with The Exorcist, right?
Oh,
A
you don't
movie-
want that happen to
a
an
movie
Exorcist.
I never wanted to watch, right? And ex-girlfriend, bitch, who shall never be named, I was 18 years old. And she was like, never seen it. Oh, we've got to get it. So bought it. I was like, I'm not watching it. No way am I watching it. And she was like, yeah, we'll watch it one day. Like, I was like, okay. So I like constantly put it off. I was like, don't want to watch this movie because just the imagery, like the iconic imagery of her in the bed and she's fully possessed, like it's scarred into my brain as a child when I first saw it on TV, and like ever since, oh man, can't bring myself to watch it. So one night she's like, we're going to watch it. One night. So we'd ordered it from play.com. Do you remember that?
Yeah, I used to love
fucking
Play.com.
best place for getting anything.
Free next day delivery.
It was the Amazon of the day.
Well, it's better than Amazon.
Way better. Just so cool. Like t-shirts, really cool.
Yeah.
I had different t-shirts. Every payday, I'd buy a new t-shirt, and like so I had this crazy collection. You remember my Bear Grylls t-shirt, Kemp?
I do.
It was a picture of a bear with a barbecue.
Yeah, I knew it would be that one. Classic
The
t-shirt.
silhouette.
Yeah.
But yeah, where were we going?
Play.com.
Oh yeah.
Exorcist.
So it'd been on the shelf for weeks, and then she opens it up. And she's like, "We're watching it." I'm like, "Okay." No disc. We had opened it when we first got it, and had a look, and I was like, "Nah," like because I always check my discs. That was from the Another World days, and yeah, it was gone. And she was like, "You fucking got rid of it, didn't you?" I was like, no. It's like, I've not touched it. It's literally got dust on it because it's been there, like, for weeks. Like, you were here with me when we checked it, when we opened it, and the disc was in it. So I've literally not touched it since. She's like, yes, you have, you dickhead. Like, we got into an argument. But I swear, I didn't touch it. And it hadn't been touched, and it hadn't moved. And there was a disc in it. And then she ordered another one, and we fucking watched it. I hated it. Hated every second of it. Scarred for
It's
life.
not a fun film, is it?
I hate it.
My kids want to watch it at the minute, and I'm really glad it's not on any streaming platforms.
Yeah. It's too scary. There's some films that are just too scary.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it was all about talk about The Exorcist when it got released, about how some theatres had ambulances parked outside, and it started off being just for hype, but then I think 2 people did actually die, or something like that. But yeah,
There's people involved with it that died.
Yeah.
It was
Yeah,
fucking,
it's proper like curse movie.
Yeah.
yeah,
It's just not good all round. Like when she crawls down the stairs in the crab. Oh, that's horrible.
Fuck me, Jesus, fuck me.
Oh, man.
Yeah. Wrong.
Mother sucks cock in her.
Ah, the face. I remember there was a T-shirt in your shop, Kemp, for fucking months. Every time I came in your shop, which was pretty much every day at that time, I'd always cover it up with another T-shirt, so I didn't have to see it.
No one's buying that.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Probably because I kept covering it up every time I went in.
It's kind of strange that the Funko Pop of the Exorcist character Reagan actually looks right in a way because it's got these bright yellow eyes and green
can't
face.
take that seriously.
It sounds daft, obviously, being a Funko Pop. Sounds a bit poo, but
Funko Pop's a poo.
yeah. But yeah,
Spin that motherfucking wheel, Cam. Fucking hell. Wait. Take that tile off. There you go. I'll give that motherfucking
Was that on
wheel a
3
spin.
times?
Off topic. So off topic, I've smashed my elbow to smithereens being a giant man-child in the Sherwood Forest.
Tell me more. Were you swinging from ropes, robbing the rich?
No. I
To
was throwing myself down a very dangerous water slide.
The wrong way.
Yeah, I went head first, got whistled out by the lifeguards, got told off a bit. But yeah, it was fun, apart from the pain, because I smashed my elbow to the side of it.
Normally how it works unless you're a masochist.
Yeah. Makes a change to skateboarding accidents, though.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
So I'm like it was a softer of substances that hurt you.
No, this was just as hard as concrete. I think it was concrete. Like a concrete moulded, rapids run. It was crazy. Crazy! That's why they called it Crazy Rapids.
Oh yeah. Not Rubber Dinghy Rapids.
No, man, not the Rubber Dinghy Rapids, bruv.
Yeah.
I've been watching the new Exploding Kittens series on
What
Netflix.
is that? I didn't know there was such a thing as Exploding Kittens.
Yeah, so it's originally like a card game.
Oh, yeah. Kemp had it in your shop, didn't you, Kemp?
Yeah.
Yeah, I wanted to get it, but it's very expensive now as a TV series. It's like, oh, okay, guess I missed that one. But yeah, the series is really funny. So it starts off and it's God in heaven, but he's just like really bored and fed up, and he's got proper blasted. Tries to cook a pizza in his oven, falls asleep, sets fire to the west wing of heaven. Sorry. So it's like set fire to heaven, and they're like, right, you've lost your way. You've got to like learn to be God again. We're going to send you back to Earth, but as a cat. And he's like, oh, I don't want to go back to Earth. Like, fucking, it was like one of my shittest creations. It's like, I don't want to be with the humans. It's like, they're so crap. It's like, you try making the perfect civilization in 6 days. Like, it's hard. You cut corners. Like, the humans really good at it. So they send him down. But in hell, they've caught wind that heaven's done that. They're like, we like that idea, so we're sending the devil up as a cat. And, they're paired with this family that's just really dysfunctional. And God's goal is to like get them back together and be a like full functioning family.
Right.
Devil Cat is there just to be a twat and be a little dick.
Okay.
It's so good. It's proper funny. Yeah, like in the second episode when the Devil Cat turns up, they have a big fight. But it's a cat fight, so they're just scratching. And they're like, oh, this is Armageddon. Like, we should do an Armageddon. And they're like, yeah, let's do it. It's like, oh, did we have it written down somewhere? And they're like, yeah, you wrote it in that book you wrote. Oh, yeah, the Bible. So they go to the Bible, right, to the Bible, and they look, and they're like, fucking hell, it's 1,000 pages long. They're like, hang on, there's a DVD of it, and it's Armageddon with Bruce Willis. So they watch that, and they just have this big fight in this like department store, and it's just really daft and silly and really funny.
Sounds good. Is there any famous voices in there?
Yeah, so Tom Ellis, who plays Lucifer in the Lucifer series, he voices God.
Oh, okay.
So he's God Cat.
So he's switched sides.
Colin Robinson from What We Do in the Shadows, he plays the dad of the family. He's like a proper geek, like plays like D&D and stuff. Makes his own board games, and he's got a bully in a gaming cafe that he has to overcome. But yeah, he's voiced by Colin Robinson, and they do make a joke about conversation vampires. And yeah, I think they're the most like famous ones in it. But it's very funny, very silly humour. Quite dark sometimes as well.
Yeah.
So while I've been away, in the evening time when I've been spending time with my missus, I've been watching a Dawn French mystery that's on Netflix.
Okay.
And it's weird and heartwarming and wholesome, but also crazy at the same time. It's got Dawn French as the main character. She's like...
Sorry, is it called Murder Most Horrid?
No.
Oh.
It's a recent one.
Oh.
And it's based in a fictional town of Thurlbury in England. It's like a small town with like main characters and shit. And Dawn French is like the town gossip. And right at the beginning, she gets a radio interview. She runs the Keep, so it's like a little historic site, and she runs like the little shop that goes with it. Mm-hmm. And she gets an interview for a paper. So she goes down and meets him at the pub, and he gets her pissed. And she just starts spouting all the gossip about all the people in the little village, like it's a little close-knit community. And saying like the Polish girl's a whore, and but not like full-on nastiness, but like really bad, like cringy gossip. And he records the whole thing, and then releases like snippets of it, and it makes this massive story. And like before he releases the interview, she hosts a garden party to have everyone there, and her husband's played by Mark Heap. Shalom from Friday Night Dinner. And Spaced.
Yeah.
Brian from Spaced, he's brilliant in that. He plays the local headmaster of the school. They have this big party, and they play it on the radio, play the interview, and they play her just like absolutely slagging off everyone that's in this party, like the local GP, her best mate, the Polish girl, in turn insults her Polish father, this pair that have got a load of money all of a sudden, and she spreads that they've won the lottery, but they've not. And there's like a mystery to each one. Oh, and their son is played by Jamie from Ted Lasso.
Oh,
yeah. He plays the son. He's like, he's a nice estate agent boy. It's crazy, and then all unfolds and shit. And I've got a couple of episodes to go, but it's actually quite nice to watch and pleasant. And because she goes around apologising to everyone, and all these other things, stories play along.
Sounds quite different.
Yeah, it is. It was a nice change of pace to all the crash bang wallop stuff I normally watch. The Acolyte, which was awesome.
That was really good.
Fucking awesome.
It was so cool.
My boy Saul. I felt for him, man.
They've done him dirty.
They did, but she kind of had to. And they kind of had to keep up with the law, like, because they can't retcon the fact that there's a Sith on the loose.
Yeah.
Hey ho.
Yeah.
Play along at home.
Play along at home.
Yeah.
Oh no, that made me jump. Oh well. That was a lot of content. Quite a few honourable mentions on there. There's still a few left up there. You didn't notice that every single tile I wrote was an honourable mentions.
Well, there's loads left, isn't there?
I passed them to Kemp or Sly, and he like cottoned on straight away. He's like, put them all up. He didn't notice.
I've only just noticed now.
30 minutes later.
I noticed for one extra one for some reason.
Yeah.
And you fucking regret it, didn't you? Because that was a horrible story I told.
Yeah, I did instantly regret it as soon as you told the first story. But hey ho, let's fucking get out of this horrible little spooky den.
Can we do that thing, in like Scooby-Doo when they're running away from a ghost, and we go in a corridor with doors either side, and we go in one and come out another one?
Yes.
Can we do that first?
But that means we've got to start fucking digging doors and shit.
Okay. We'll save it till next week.
I've got the arm power for that. I've got a heat stroke and a fucking dodgy elbow. Trying to get me to do more manual labour.
Sounds like a you problem.
Yeah, pretty much is. Let's fucking get out of here. It's getting creepy down here.
Slam the lock on.
Fuck
Slam.
yeah. Until next time, bitches.
It is time to go, and I hope you had some fun. Were you listening with your finger up your bum?
So there you have it, another mighty fine and spooky episode of the Pooh Finger Podcast. That was fun, wasn't it?
No.
No,
It was
no,
horrible.
it wasn't. I lied. That was a lie that came out of my mouth, and we never lie on the Pooh Finger
No, we
Podcast.
don't.
No, yeah, I'm not going to sleep tonight.
Nope.
I will, peacefully.
I'm sure you will.
Yeah,
You don't have children that see old men in your bedroom.
precisely. I just have real old men stand outside my bedroom.
So we're going to poo ourselves tonight and hopefully be back to our brave selves next week. We're going to celebrate the 8th anniversary of one of the best games ever made, No Man's Sky, by talking about space games.
Space games.
Space game.
Pew 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 pew, lasers and shit.
Yeah.
Looking forward to it. So, have you got any? What's your favourite space game? Let us know. Where could they let us know, Cam?
Well, you can always send us a Gmail to poofingerpod@gmail.com.
What if they want to send a Gmail?
That would be a different website.
Give them the address.
I don't know the address of the website.
Oh, okay. No danger. What about if they want to follow us on socials and that?
Well, anywhere else, it's at poofingerpod.
Sweet, sweet, sweet. Have we got anything going on over in the poo tube?
Not much, to be honest. We've got season 1. You can watch the whole of that.
Well, that's not much.
Listen to, I
That's
should
a
say.
lot.
Fucking selling us short, Cam.
It's all free. It's great
I
value.
was-
Juicy
I've
content.
been kind of like playfully sarcastic.
Season 1 was the unrefined, free-form, 3-hour-long episode
It's in our wild days.
bonanza, yeah.
Mantle and poos.
Yeah, no 1 hour and 20 minutes bullshit.
Stupid death. Some good shit in there.
Yeah, go check it out. over
The
on
classic
YouTube.
Reddit on Reddits.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Those first dozen. Well, we had some laughs back in them days when we were just young whippersnappers.
Oh, you reading the story of fucking the poop knife.
The poop knife just
Oh,
killed me. I got stabbed with the poop knife. Right in the funny bone. But yeah, go check it out, everybody. Thanks for listening. See you next time. Bye.
Boy.
Oh, you got me the heebie-jeebies. Put the willies up me.
Bye.
That's later.
Ooh, promises, promises.
I can't remember when I've had a more pleasant day.